Hey guys, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the second channel. Um, this is the Wolf's Den. We are here on Thursday nights. We're also together on Wednesday nights on the other channel. This channel, though, we are playing with Reddit because I love Reddit. I am a latecomer. I know. But I love Reddit because I love seeing people be snarky. And I have a bit of a snark to myself if you are new here. So this is going to be our channel where we just kind of get to read other people's crap and not worry about ours for an hour or so. I'm still playing with things, so we have a different background again tonight. And honestly, I kind of dig it. There's another hand up here, like this one, but it's kind of up here. And before it looked really much like it was grabbing for my head. Me, snark. I know. Oh, you have no idea yet. Oh. Karen, if you were on here, I need you to other people's crap is much better than my own. I haven't even told you the latest. I'll fill you in. I'm going to be driving for a while tomorrow, so let me know when you get out of work because I have a lot to talk to you about. Yeah, not that doesn't sound loaded or anything, but for those of you new to this channel, that's my sister, and yeah. But anyway, we're gonna do some more am I or would I be the asshole stories tonight. And I said this is not for children, so I'm just going to read it the way it's written. And if there are swear words, there are swear words. And yeah. Because this channel, we're just not going to care so much. Yeah. So if you guys have a favorite am I the asshole story, put it in the chat, grab a link, whatever. So yeah, I'm going to kind of slide you guys this way just a little bit so I can try to see the chat while I am reading, but I'll be checking back and forth. So this first one caught me just a little bit ago. And yeah. So hi, thank you. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, do the thing really quick while I open the story, and we'll get to reading about whether or not people are the asshole. Am I the asshole for refusing to quit my gym membership because my ex is uncomfortable seeing me there? So what, you got all hot? Oh, sis, I'll bet you are. Because, yep. Okay. Me, 29 male, and my ex-girlfriend, 40 female. Ooh. Okay, I'm used to seeing that age gap the other way around. Okay, so 29 male and 40 female broke up about a week ago. Oh, so you like early petty. Okay, early petty. It was honestly pretty messy with a lot of cursing, personal insults from both of us. Her last text to me was, "Don't ever contact me again." And I've respected her wish. Good for you. Unfortunately, we go to the same gym. When we broke up, I gave it a few days before I started going again to let the dust settle. I even changed my schedule and started going at 7 p.m. instead of 6 p.m., figuring at worst she'd be almost done with her workout and there'd be minimal to zero chance of us having to see each other. Okay, so far, trying to be cool. Last night, we ran into each other as I was coming in and she was leaving. I didn't say a word or try to make any eye contact with her, but she said, what are you doing here? I thought about just ignoring her, but ended up replying, just going in for a workout. To which she replied, I'm very uncomfortable seeing you here. Can you find another gym? I said, no, this is my gym too. I have every right to be here, and I don't care if you're uncomfortable. Yeah, so, because I know this was like a trope for a while, and I don't go to a gym, so I don't know, but sometimes you have to pay like a cancellation fee. So, is she willing to pay that for you so you can cancel your membership? I don't know. This is kind of long, so we'll just keep going and see if my questions get answered. Probably shouldn't have said the last part in hindsight, but honestly, I didn't care in the moment how she felt, and I was amazed she'd even try and ask something like this. Of course, then it escalated to, you're a piece of shit, you're just trying to force yourself back into my life, you never cared about me or my feelings anyway, etc., etc. Yeah, so I'm still not sure why you guys broke up. I don't have that context, but maybe we'll get it. I let her go on for a few more seconds before I'd had enough and went in for my workout. I told my friend about the interaction later, and she said I should just go to another gym to keep the peace, which I think is completely unfair and something that I shouldn't have to do. No, let her change gyms. Unless, like, did you guys start going to the gym at the same time? Like, there's a lot of stuff missing. So am I the asshole here? Edit. I forgot to mention that our gym isn't a franchise gym. It's attached to a resort, so there's literally only one location. Okay, so it's not like a Planet Fitness or whatnot where you could just be like, can I go to this location now? Okay. It's not even like I can just go to one at a different location. It's very nice and has a ton of amenities that I'm not willing to give up just for her. Okay, so let's see some comments. Okay, so this person agrees with me, not the asshole. If she's uncomfortable, she can go to another gym. Yeah. Comment to below that is, okay, so it becomes a question to her of what she wants to do. Either she can continue going to the very nice gym with a ton of amenities and risk occasionally seeing you, or she can ensure she doesn't by switching gyms. If she's not prepared to switch gyms, then them's the breaks. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, he already decided he would start going an hour later. So maybe she can go in the morning, or maybe they can just be freaking grown-ups and not have to, like, there's probably a bunch of people at the gym that you don't interact with. If you don't catch him staring at you, just pretend he's not there. She's 40. She's 40. People bug me. Awkwardness often gets easier with time depending on why they split. Absolutely. Like, we're missing a lot of context here, and I think he is actually being kind of kind. And then, yeah, how do I, okay, somebody said, glad I'm not the only one to suggest this. I would definitely alert the management just in case. Somebody says, how do I bring this up? I don't know any of the staff there. Hey, my ex goes here too, and I just wanted to say there may be some trouble based on insert what happened. Yeah. Unless his she friend is why they split. But, like, I'm still confused about this age difference. Like, where did you guys meet? Like, did you meet at the gym? Did you meet at work? Like, I don't know. Yeah, this sounds like a her problem. She's uncomfortable seeing you at the gym. She needs to accept she will see you or not go to the gym. I would inform the staff that she might try to cause issues to get you removed from the gym if the breakup was that bad, and sounds like it was. Good luck. Yeah. Yeah. No, don't change everything. I mean, we don't know how long you guys were together. You just broke up a week ago. I might be pissed too and be like, nah, bro, this is my space. Peace off. Absolutely. Like, again, are you going to pay for my cancellation fee? Are you going to pay for a membership fee at a new gym for me? Because I already paid for this one. Like, my gym money has been spent. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, okay. Facts. Thank you. Okay. This one is, ooh. Okay. So fresh. So we only have 4 comments. Um, Posted 56 minutes ago. It's more like a would I be the asshole? Am I the asshole post? So recently I reunited with one of my exes. No, don't do this. There's not ages on here. But if you broke up, you're broken up. You're just broken up. Because I sent a picture of something of his to him, and he replied really quick, by the way, nearly immediately. And we carried on talking, and he added me back on Snapchat and everything. He wanted to add me. Uh-huh. But now I'm just like confused because I don't understand why he's still talking to me, even though we ended pretty roughly and we had been no contact for like a year and a half. Because he hasn't found anybody else. So the real question is, would I be the asshole if I asked him why he is still talking to me? Because I'm scared it would make me seem insecure. But I just want clarity because I legit do not understand. Oh, you are probably a very young person. I'm okay, but I'm still not sure why you sent him a picture of something to his if you'd been no contact for like a year and a half. So were you like moving and came across something of his? Um, yeah, I think I would just be like, okay, so I've got your stuff back to you. Bye. But let's see what the comments say. Why are you going backwards? It ended, leave it in the past, stop talking to them. Exactly. You don't have to continue the conversation either. And you can unadd them like, oh, yes. Yeah. That's a short one, but just know if y'all are broken up, just you're broken up. Don't go back unless it's after a year and a half. What do you say? Now she's hoping he wants to continue to talk to her. Yeah. Yeah. Don't look for validation with that guy. Just don't. Find your best friend. My best friend. She'll tell you why he wants to talk to you, and it's going to be for completely different reasons. Don't just stay broken up. It's fine. It's fine. No contact for a year and a half. No. You know you can live without him. You know you're good. Get your best friend and read some more Reddit out loud to each other. It's great. Um oh, but it's more often than not what we need to hear. Sometimes your best friend is the best person to talk you out of your tree. So you're in your tree, call your best friend. Don't call that guy. Just don't. Just don't call that guy. Oh, don't give me the eyes. Don't give me the eyes. You give me the best advice. You've always been able to get me out of my tree. And I love you for that. But let's get back to these stories. I'm going to get all sappy. Am I the asshole for photoshopping my nieces and nephews out of the pictures I posted online? I'm feeling there's a lot of family drama, so let's get going. Throwaway account. Okay. My female 27 sister-in-law, my husband's sister, female 38, decided about a year ago that she does not want her kids' faces posted on social media. She still posts almost daily family photos, but always with stickers covering the kids' faces. Okay. That's absolutely her right. I only post on social media for special events. My friends list is mostly family and a few friends back home, Middle East. My grandma especially loves logging into Facebook to see pictures of my kids. I'll bet she does. She often messages me afterward to talk about them and sometimes even shows the photos to her group of friends back home. She has told me this. I am okay with a bunch of grannies seeing the pictures. Yeah. At my son's 5th birthday recently, I was taking photos. My sister-in-law approached me and said she does not want anyone online to see her kids' faces. She said that at least a couple times, probably every time she sees you now. I said I understood. Later, she told my husband, male 40, that she thinks it's weird that we are okay with exposing our kids online and that it is just bad parenting. Okay, but how old were her kids when she made the decision to not have their faces on Facebook anymore? I don't know. My husband laughed and said we are not Instagram famous like her since she has quite a few followers and that no one really cares. He told her to relax. Yeah. Instead of putting stickers on her kids' faces, I photoshopped them out of the pictures before posting online. My grandma sometimes prints photos and stickers would look odd. Also, my sister-in-law does not want her kids' pictures posted online anyway. So let me guess. My sister-in-law later called furious. She said I was being a vindictive asshole and that it looked like her kids were not at the party or did not matter. My husband backed me up and said she was overreacting. He told her that I respected her wishes and did not post her kids' pictures online and that I do not owe her an apology. My sister-in-law blocked both of us. My mother-in-law says we should explain the misunderstanding better and just apologize and end this argument. Do I owe her an apology? Was I an asshole? Absolutely not. What you did was make sure there was no way anyone was going to see her kids. You know, I mean, if you do not want your kids' pictures online, you can absolutely make that decision. They're your kids, do whatever. But if you are asking another parent to Photoshop pictures of their kid's birthday party, don't be surprised if some of the parents just don't have your kids in the picture. Like your sister-in-law just Photoshopped them out. But you might end up at a birthday party where you go to the parent of one of your kids' friends and say, hey, make sure that little Janie, her face isn't in the picture. Okay, well, Janie, can you stand over here? We're just going to take a picture without you. Sister-in-law blocked you, problem solved. Absolutely. I will make sure that heavy listening music knows he nailed it. And yes, exactly. You can be blocked from a lot of different stuff. Your kids just won't be in pictures because most people don't just go get their pictures developed and put them in an album anymore. And you Should know that if you have any at all. Everyone sucks here. Sure, they respected the wishes, but you took extra time and energy to do it. Yeah, well, we love a little bit of petty, what was it? Malicious compliance. Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't have been any different if it would have been just two other kids with smiley faces because you couldn't put their names in it. So nobody was going to know. This way, OP didn't have to explain who the kids were that had, I don't know. But yeah, I think this is probably an everyone sucks here. Yeah. Okay. One of the comments, don't post my kids. OP doesn't post her kids. No, not like that. Yeah. Maybe just remove their heads. No stickers, but headless bodies. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's see if we can find a really juicy one. Hmm. Oh, okay. Best, let's do some updates real quick. Sleepy Hollow much. That would be great. Um, mm. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's see. How can I get coworkers to leave me alone about a humiliating TV experience? Oh, okay. Oh. So this was originally posted May 20th of 2019. Recently, I was on one of those courtroom shows. I regretted intensely. When I was contacted by the producer about a case I'd filed against someone else, he was incredibly friendly, said that I had great case, etc., and made it seem like they were entirely on my side. I did want to confirm with my boss that it was all right for me to appear on the show, and I did have reservations myself, but the producer and associate producer were so approachable and eager to have me in a really supportive way that I felt, well, supported. My boss said it was all right so long as my employer was not named. This was relevant as I worked for a government department. I told this to the producer, who confirmed that this would not be an issue verbally, but he did not confirm this in writing. I naively assumed the best. Oh, yeah. Well, when the taping happened, the first thing the judge demanded of me was to state my employment and department. She then proceeded to ignore the piles of evidence I had and instead reamed me for being impoverished. How dare I not have enough money all the time? How dare I not have enough money all the time for everything? Okay. I don't know what your case was. The fact that I had accepted financial help from others in the past made me inherently dishonest in her opinion. That alone, she decided, made me guilty of being a bad person, and she refused to hear my case. Huh. So you're on the show, but you're not on the show? Okay. I went on one of those shows, equals asshole. Yeah. yeah, I don't know how, if they promised you money. After all the goodness I had gotten from the producers, I was shocked and humiliated. Yes, I know I'm poor. I know how embarrassing it is. I stay in my job because I like it, because the benefits are good, and because there are raises in the future. But I'm not rich. Forgive me. Okay, so she wasn't going to hear your case. So how many people did you tell about this show? Like everybody? Okay. Anyway, sorry. Got to get back to the story. Maybe my questions will be answered this time. Anyway, when I thought I'd be vindicated, I just ended up being yelled at for being a poor person and having everything I filed the case for summarily dismissed for being that poor person. Not because the evidence wasn't there. The judge looked at 2 pieces of paper and didn't care about the rest. It was deeply dehumanizing experience, and the fact that I was asked up front about stuff that I was told I wouldn't have to reveal for my job's sake was obviously problematic. So did you refuse to state where you worked and that made her all pissy? Or some of the writing in this is good and some of this is not. Okay. Okay, I just want to leave this whole incident behind me. I'm still employed for the time being anyway. The issue is that as soon as the commercial for the spot aired, a coworker approached me and cutely asked for my autograph. Well, okay, but wait a minute. If she didn't hear your case, then how were you being used as a promo for the show? So she heard your case and ruled against you immediately? I'm so confused. Okay. I mumbled that the experience was horrible, but he kept talking about my celebrity status like I was supposed to find it endearing. Ugh. So many people in my personal life can't seem to wrap their heads around why this wasn't just a barrel of monkeys for me and so much fun and an amusing and fulfilling time in my life, no matter how often I tell them to let it go and not mention it to me. Now my coworkers are in on it too. I wanted to sink back into my office chair until I became one with it, unrecognizable, merely furniture. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. And worst of all, since our office is open to the public, people can stroll in and recognize me at any time. Some of them might agree with the judge's decision, not because it was a valid one, but because just as the judge was awful, other people can be too, and grill me for it. Others might be sympathetic, and still others might just shriek in delight at having seen me on television and excitedly not shut up about it. I want and need to do my job, but honestly, if people keep insisting on talking about it, I'm going to snap and start bawling. Oh no. Okay. It's kind of on this guy's side. But I'm going to keep reading because there's not very much left. And then I want to see what the update is because this guy started making me mad. Look, I know I'm going to get a lot of you should have known betters and all that. I was stupid, so stupid for being so trusting. But do I really deserve to not get on with my life? To not constantly be reminded of the time I was very publicly degraded on national television? How do I tell people, coworkers, and the public clients alike that it's not up for discussion? If they persist with wanting to talk about it, what's the best mode of action? Do I refuse to serve people who get offended that I won't entertain whatever show-related stuff they have to say to me? Leonard just fell down. Are you okay, baby? Are you okay? He was sleeping and rolled off the side of the chair. Oh. I have enough on my mind and I don't need this further hassle. Okay, so I'm confused and I think this might be fake because all of that, either you have an office that has like a chair and maybe you can like shut your door, but like, why are people like just members of the public able to just walk into your office? And how many actually saw you on television, especially if the judge didn't hear your case? So there's like nothing, I don't know, there's something we're missing here. Um, update 7 months later. If you make a decision to go on a very public forum, people will always have something to say. If you aren't okay with that, don't do it. Exactly. Like, this is what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure this guy was like, I'm going to go on court TV and I'm going to win all this money and blah, 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 blah. So everybody knew why you weren't going to be at work that day. But we still don't know what your case was. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so people were kind of like, did you blow this up or whatever? OOP was asked if there were any other coworkers besides that coworker asked about the experience. So far in person at work, just the one coworker. I was talked into visiting a small restaurant yesterday evening and was recognized by people there, although luckily they were sympathetic. I missed work yesterday simply out of fear, although all of my social media accounts are deactivated. Some people with apparently too much time on their hands managed to dig up accounts from websites I haven't been on in months or longer, just for the opportunity to find a way to send me a message mocking me, debasing me, or calling me names, along with a typical range of insults about my weight, etc. I managed to stay up most of the night getting the comments deleted. But I was still surprised that people would go to such lengths. I refused to watch the program, but from what I've been told, they did manage not to name my specific workplace, thank God, since my job would have been on the line if they had. Yeah, like, those shows aren't live. So, yeah. Um, okay, I want to go back to the original because, yeah. Da, 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 da. No, that's a lady who just wrote an article. That's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I think maybe you are dirt coating it. I think you, yes, got very, very embarrassed. Um, but I have a feeling a lot fewer people that you know actually watched the show unless you told them to watch the show. Um, but yeah, so first comment quoted, ignored the piles of evidence, ruined me for being impoverished. How dare I not have enough money all the time for everything, blah, blah, blah. If this isn't Judge Judy, I will eat my hat. I actually used to watch a million years ago, but as she aged, she just got impatient and mean. By the time this story happened, she was a bitter old witch and she despised poor people. Yeah, comment to that. This was my first thought. I knew immediately which show OOP had been on because that woman is awful. And don't get me started on how she did Bird so dirty. Not bringing him along for the new show is one thing, but to not tell him after working together for 25 seasons and at a time when his wife, who also worked on the show, so she was known to the crew, was battling brain cancer is vile, in my opinion. Okay. So that just goes on for a little bit about Judge Judy. Hi. So yeah, I would just say if you're going to go, like, if you filed a court case and you really, like, I don't know that that's a rabbit hole I'd have to go down. But I remember reading or hearing somewhere, and it's been a long time ago, that not all of those judgments are binding, if I'm remembering that correctly. So yeah, I would just say if you've already paid the money to file the case in a court, just go to a real court. Don't go to a televised court, and especially not thinking everything is going to go your way. The producers are going to tell you whatever they have to get on the show, and I'm sorry, but um, yeah, who is it? Who's the comedian? Sam Sam Morril, I think, does a bit about how he's been on like several of them because yeah, you can just go on to sue anybody for anything or kind of be actors on it, whatever. So yeah, I don't know. I guess that's just my advice. I understand you're embarrassed and I don't know that you're necessarily the asshole, but yeah, I think hey, hi. Oh, how about if we don't try to do that, please? Thank you ever so much. I know I love you too. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think maybe just take a couple days, just don't talk about it, and people are going to forget about it. It's really not going to be that deep. Um, yeah, it's embarrassing, but it's okay. Um, let's see. Ooh, let's see. Oh, okay. So I haven't heard this update, but I have heard this story. Okay. Okay. Oh, oh. So the original story was posted to True Off My Chest in November of 2024. I'm weirded out. I'm also going to be vague because obvious reasons. I'm 30s, female, and my stylist is in her 40s. I got my hair cut today at a stylist I've been using for about 9 months now. I think this is my sixth appointment with them. I usually do a trim or cut and style. Today I went from long hair, higher lower back, to an A-line bob. That's a lot of hair. Ooh, that's a lot of hair. Oh, okay. Again, since I started seeing this person, I usually get current style maintenance trims. This time was a dramatic length adjustment, so they took a picture of the cut length in the Oh, so they took a picture of the cut length in on the floor to add to their social media, then intending to add before and after hours too. That's all totally fine and normal. Yeah, a lot of if you're gonna cut like that, the stylist is like, "Can we take a picture so you can like see how much it was?" They go and grab a broom, sweep up the hair, and place the dustpan on the counter for a bit. Again, normal. They grab the broom and pan and head to the back of the shop. They're gone a few minutes, no biggie. Then they go out to smoke. But here's where it gets weird. Okay. The bathroom is in the back of the shop, too. I need to go and step into the back. I don't really notice anything on the way to the bathroom. I go and start to head back out. But I notice my name on a small clear tote on the table. It has no lid, and it has my hair in it. At first, I didn't really think much of it, but I looked closer and see it's not just today's discarded hair, but looks like at least a few of my trim sessions mixed with it looks like potpourri and maybe a little sand or something, and printed pictures of the cut hair with dates. The printer is sitting right next to it with today's discarded hair pick in the tray. There didn't seem to be any other containers like this when I looked around. It was effing weird, so I took a pic on my phone. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hold on. Excuse me. Hello, little sir. Hi. What you got? Oh, I have mints all over this room. And Leonard said, I will play with that. Okay. Sorry. So I took a pic of my phone. I honestly didn't know what to think or do and went back out into the salon. They came back in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They came back in and I mentioned that I went to the restroom and they seemed to freak out a little, but didn't mention it. Well, no, if you didn't see, they don't want you to see. Um, I didn't really know what to say, so I just let them finish styling my hair, paid, and left. As a socially anxious introvert, this was my nightmare. Yeah, I don't like where this is going either. Okay. I got home, and the more I looked at this picture, the more ick I got. I ended up texting them an hour ago, sending the picture, and requesting they remove the weird box of me and asking for an explanation. I said, hey, so I saw this and didn't know what to make of it. Can you help me understand what this is and why you have it? I'm not comfortable with you having this and request that you please discard the contents. Also, even though I loved my cut, I believe it's best if I find a different stylist. They haven't responded. LOL, WTF. Oh, okay. 1 week later, they updated. Long post. Admins, please allow this separate post update. It's been about a week, and with the holiday, I've been all over the place, but I ended up going to law enforcement to make a report last Monday. I'll likely end up going back if this person keeps contacting me like they have been. Oh, so you got a response. Okay. Okay. I'll give a little timeline. Last Saturday, haircut and discovered the weird tub full of my hair. Texted stylist about the weird tub and said I'd be finding a new stylist. Hairstylist didn't respond. Okay, that's where I left off in the last post. A lot has happened since then. All right, y'all, buckle up. Oh my gosh, we got timestamps and everything. Okay. Sunday, I woke up to a bunch of texts from the stylist. It woke me up because even though I have DND on my phone, I have a setting that overrides that if there are repeated contact attempts over 3 in case of emergencies. Yes, that is always good to have if you like to turn your phone off at night or turn the sound off. Here's what I got copied and pasted. 3:49 a.m. I don't recommend going to a different stylist because of this. It's not a big deal. Okay, hold on. There's no punctuation in these texts. So I'm reading exactly what we got. I don't recommend going to a different stylist because of this. It's not a big deal. Small towns of people talk, and you may not find NE1 that will take you after this. So I'd reconsider. I don't like threats. 3:59 a.m. So I have your biological material and it's mine property now. I can do what I want with it. I kept it because I can and it means a lot to me. Oh no. 3:54 a.m. Why you? Why you? Send the pic. I know what it looks like. It's mine. Oh, 4 o'clock a.m. You need to respond to me because I think it's a misunderstanding about what this is. It's no big deal. And you saying you are switching stylists has me triggered. I do good work. You said so. 4:04 a.m. I also charge a $350 client separation fee. So yeah, you can't just say you're switching stylists with more consequences. And I know you said you already tried a few people before me. They not many people, beauty people in the area. Oh my goodness. This is why we don't text drunk in the middle of the night. Okay, 4:11 a.m. Asking for an explanation for a stylist having hair in a salon is crazy. Where else would you find hair at? I didn't do nothing wrong, but I will get rid of it if you are gonna cry about it, but only if you say you won't be switching to anyone else for your hair care. You mean a lot as a client and always tip well. There, that's why she doesn't want to lose you. You tip well. And Indo, so that's probably supposed to be I do, but it's Indo. Good work. So it doesn't make sense, and you know that. So maybe don't threaten someone who does your hair or hurt their heart by making accusatory statements. It wasn't even accusatory. It was, I found this box. It has my name on it. Can you get rid of it? I just really would appreciate if you didn't have this box anymore. Oh, I didn't respond to any of those that morning because it was so insane to me. I need to process things fully before I make a decision on how to deal with it. So I just didn't respond. Yeah, I would have been like, actually, I know me. I would not have responded at all. I would have been like, oh my God. I'd have snarked to someone else and been like, okay, what is happening with my life? Sunday afternoon, I started getting phone calls. Oh no, just turn your phone off. Just like send a mass text to everybody else that's just like, I cannot today. I'm turning my phone off. This person called me 14 times that afternoon. About every other call, they left a voicemail. Yeah, block that for real, like for right now. Most of the voicemails just said, call me back or text me back, but 2 of them were unhinged. Okay, I'm going to paraphrase, but the gist of the first one was, sounds like they're crying. Call me back. I'm getting scared you won't come back to me for your hair for real. I just like how your hair feels. That's why I kept it. Call me. No, no, no. No, I'm allowed to say I like the way it feels when you wash my hair, but you are not allowed to say you like the way my hair feels. It's not okay. It's not okay. Okay. The second unhinged message was left late Sunday night at 11:38 p.m. and it said, I got rid of it except for one lock. I found out I like watching your hair burn more than I liked keeping it. No. I didn't respond to any of those messages, calls, or texts. The whole thing had me freaked out now. I decided by that time I was taking Monday off work to go to the police. Abso-freaking-lutely. Even if they couldn't do anything, I wanted to file a report of the weirdness. Oh my goodness. I woke up Monday to an email from the stylist with an invoice of $375 Buffalo Bill for real. With an invoice of $375 for client breach of contract fee as the chargeable line item. Again, copy and pasting here. The email body was just for being a bitch. You don't get to invoice anybody just for being a bitch. Do you know how many invoices I would have written up in my lifetime or gotten? I probably would have been invoiced a lot. It was sent from their business email too, so they're really doing everything they can to ruin themselves. Even if I had a contract with this nutter, which I don't, the original amount was for $350. They can't even get their extortion fees right. I get my hair cut for $11 every 8 months. I seem to be missing out on a lot of drama. For real, like, I have not. I color my own hair. It's been at least a couple of years since I've been to even get a trim. But yeah, like I worked for a salon for a minute my freshman year in college. And I'd been, with my mom and whatnot for years. So like I knew the gossipy stuff, but this is crazy. and I would know. Okay. I did email them back stating that we had no contract and to cease all further communication with me from this point forward. I got ready and started heading to the police station around 9:45 Monday morning. I live in a rural area, so there are portions of my drive to and from our main town that doesn't have cell reception. Oh no. So you get into town and bing, 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 bing. Yes. Yes. When I finally got to town, I had 4 voicemails. I knew immediately who they were from. I talked to one of the officers on staff. They took my statement, a copy of the email, asked me to forward all of the texts and screenshots of the numbers of calls. Oh my gosh, yeah. They said at the least the calls and texts could be considered menacing and harassment, but the voicemail where they mentioned how they like burning my hair was potentially concerning. Potentially concerning. That is some legalese. The officer advised I contact a legal representative in case this person tries to take the bogus invoice to a civil suit court. And they said I'm welcome to change my number, but having the piling evidence if they continue to contact me after I explicitly told them not to in the email would only help me. And that sucks, but it will. I mean, you want to block them, but let them show they're crazy. Just don't respond. Just let them show they're crazy. I reached out to a lawyer Tuesday and left a detailed message regarding the situation. They are apparently out of the office until next Wednesday for the holiday, so we'll see if they have any advice. I've since received many texts and calls from the stylist. I'll bet. They sent a happy Thanksgiving text on Thursday morning as well. Oh, good. They remembered you for the holiday. Regardless, they're giving me a lot of evidentiary material to work with. But I'm so unsettled. I can't wait to hear from the lawyer this week. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Mini update. 1 week after the first update. I woke up to new comments and requests for updates. Firstly, I am okay and safe for now. That's good because I was getting a little concerned that they had your address in your client stuff in their computer. Yeah. The person has continued to contact me on a regular basis via phone and email. No, thank you. No, thank you. I do have personal protection that I'm comfortable with and can wield with accuracy. Good, good, good. But I'm nearly certain this person does not know where I live, so I don't anticipate any type of confrontation here. Good, but they probably do know what kind of car you drive. Our house and property is complete camera coverage as well. Okay, so you're not living there alone. Okay, so you did not mention like a spouse or roommate or whatever. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, this has really long. Okay, so we're gonna skip the mini update because that's just kind of like yeah, everything is fine. So then 4 days after that. Sorry for the delay. I think I mentioned before, I'm a processor, so it takes me a while to work through my thoughts and feelings on things. This situation and update may not be as satisfying as many would have hoped, but here it goes. Okay, good. I met with law enforcement again this past Tuesday. My husband and I drove over early that morning because I was also meeting up with the lawyer I'm working with. Okay, so we got cops, we got a lawyer, we got everybody. Okay, and a husband. Perfect. Aside from the near constant texts, calls, and emails, I wanted to pursue legal action for a specific issue. Allegedly, the stylist had tried to have my credit card canceled. Apparently, they used the last 4 digits of my card, called the customer service line for the card, and tried to cancel it. I got a call from the fraud department shortly after this person attempted to do this, trying to verify everything to see if I actually wanted to close my account and dissolve my credit line with them. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Um, to be clear, the stylist was not successful in their alleged attempt. Good. That's a good credit card company. They couldn't provide the basic information you need for such things, like my actual last name. It's unusual, and they gave a name that was almost similar, date of birth, address, etc. Apparently, they thought they could accomplish this with just my name, phone number, and the last four digits of the card number. It's not like checking the balance. My gracious. I didn't cancel the card, but did request a new one for obvious reasons. I had no idea why they would want to cancel my card, because they don't like you now. You found them out and they're crazy. To inconvenience me? Yep, that's exactly why. Allegedly. So there's going to be a lot of allegedlys in here, it sounds like. When I spoke with credit card company, they agreed to send over the recording of the person that called, as well as the phone number the call originated from, as long as the request came from law enforcement with a warrant. Perfect. They gave me a phone number and reference number for the police to reach out to directly. The officer began working on that immediately, so that is in progress. I went to my phone company over the weekend. I had my phone number transferred to an old phone so I could still receive calls and texts there, but got a new phone number for my actual phone. The old phone and phone number has been turned over to the officer assigned to my case. Nice. So it's just going to ping at the police station. That's great. They did go and speak with this person yesterday. Apparently, they are horrified I went to the police and had no idea any of their crazy could be chargeable offenses. You kept somebody's hair. You're not allowed to do that unless you have like permission. Hey, can I do magic with your hair? Or hey, will you do magic with my hair? I guess make wigs, like nice stuff. Not just magic. According to the officers, there have been no further communications via text or call since their visit, and I haven't received any other emails. A temporary protection and no contact order has been issued against them until the first court date. I've also reached out to the State Board of Licensing with all this information and my complaints. All I can say is they are investigating. Outside of that information, I'm limited on any other information I can share since the legal process against this person has officially begun. Yes, they're going to say don't taint any kind of whatevers. We're just waiting to see how this all plays out now. It's been a long few weeks. I'll bet it has, sugar. Oh my goodness. I'm hoping for the best here. I'm already so relieved to no longer be getting calls, texts, or emails constantly. Thank you for all the concern, advice, and good wishes. This was meant to be an outlet for me to vent and process, and I'm so grateful that you have allowed me to do that with the huge amount of support you've given. That's good. Oh my goodness. I'll bet your husband is going like crazy. Oh my heavens. Okay. Okay, so then there is another update. TLDR version was granted a restraining order against Stylist. Stylist repeatedly violates it. Stylist gets arrested. Stylist loses license. Stylist files lawsuit. Stylist loses lawsuit. We move. Okay, so, crazy. I'll just continue to just let my hair grow and not ever get it trimmed again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so scary. There's just people out there like that. I mean, I keep stuff, but not ever anybody else's hair. I've never kept hair. I've never kept hair. It's pretty good. Anyway, guys, like, subscribe, share. Please, please, please share this one. We're going to get these numbers up to visit the other channel on Wednesdays. I'm going to get off of here, change things around a little bit, and check out the Cozy Coven here in half an hour. Just search it in the search, or I will try to put a link. Except for voodoo dolls. No. I've never used hair on a voodoo doll. Never used hair. But I love you guys. I'll see you next Wednesday on the other channel or right back here next Thursday, 7:30. We'll do some more Reddit. Bye, guys.